Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm gonna continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're gonna give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
Hey Vortex. Hey, how you doing, Vortex? Hey guys, what's up? I'll be eating some dessert while the stream is live, okay? Yeah, that's Drax. Yeah, that's Batista. I did that for fun. I'm gonna do it every time a stream goes on, okay? Okay? Alright, what's up, guys? What's up? So, okay. Welcome to the AWO Presents Let's Talk Pop, Episode 1. Okay, George. If you want to come on or you're gonna have dinner, I know you're probably busy. You're probably gonna have dinner when you come home. But if you want to come on, we're only going 2 hours straight. I'm gonna end it at 2 hours. Okay, so 8:30. I'm gonna end this at 8:30 Eastern time. I'm not going over. Okay, I'm gonna have a beginning and the end. But here, so welcome to AWO Presents Let's Talk Pop Culture, not pop as in this pop culture. Okay. And as my title says, we're going to talk to Mandalorian Season 3, Chapter 17. Chapter 17 is the first episode of Season 3. And this is spoilers, so you're allowed to spoil it in the chat. If you've seen it, okay? If you don't care, okay? It's up to you. We're going to talk about Shazam 2 not looking so good. Fury of the Gods. That's in my description. We're going to talk Snyder fans suing Warner Brothers for the Cavill cameo scene, the advertising with that, not advertising the cameo scene in Black Adam, which is stupid. Hey, David. Yeah. Where was I? Also in my description. Ben Affleck rumored to direct the Brave and the Bold movie, which I find it bullshit. I'll explain why. I don't think it's a good idea. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, by the way, okay? Okay, if I'm still on 8:30, I'm gonna end at 8:30. Or maybe like just before 9. So yeah. Okay. Well, there's in my description below. Ant-Man the Cross. Okay. Well, and another one will be Ant-Man and the Wasp Quautumaia. Will it hit 500 million at the box office? Will it get to that? Also, today, Dead by Daylight movie in the works by Blumbhouse and with James Wan's involvement. Yeah, we'll get to that. We're going to talk about the Haunted Mansion trailer. I have not seen the Haunted Mansion trailer, so we're going to watch it on here. It's a Disney thing, right? So I'll give my thoughts on there. Disney, right? It's Disney, isn't it? Okay. Okay, after 7:30? Okay, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll still be on. We'll get to this, Vortex. Just relax. You're jumping the gun, my friend. Let me get through the introduction. Okay? Here, we'll talk about Hellboy. This Jack Kesey cast as Hellboy in the new Hellboy reboot. Another reboot for Hellboy. And I'm going to do some invitations. Invitation. And I'm going to put it in here. All right. So, yeah. Thank you all for coming in. And, I'm not going to talk about the little stuff in the movie news that we do talk in our community. We do. I'm just going to talk the major stuff. Okay, the big stuff. Also, if you're there is Star Trek news. I forgot to put it in. So if, maybe I could edit it. Let's see. Can I say that? Yeah, I can. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll make up a killer. That's what they're gonna do. That's what probably gonna do. We'll talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna get my headset. You know, I'm not in the quantum realm anymore. I escaped. I'll be eating dessert too. You know, I got cantaloupe. So welcome all aboard. I'm sorry. I muted myself because I was eating, obviously. It's not doing well at the box office. It's not tracking well. It's not tracking well. And you're all, if you got the link, Tony, you're allowed on, buddy. You know, come on. If you want Tony, I know you're listening. I'm only going 2 hours, okay? Two to 2.5 hours. That's it. Between 8:30 and 9, I'm ending it. I'm not going over that. And I'm gonna okay. You're not gonna run my show. I'm running my show. No drama. So, if the link you're allowed on. All right, let's. Oh wait, I forgot to put in your. I forgot to put in your loud on, Isaac. I forgot to put the link in your channel. In your. You want if you're free, Isaac. Feel free to come in. But yeah, thank you for. Blind Bro, get your butt in here. I know you're here. Okay, we're gonna talk Mando. And I'm gonna eat. Yes, we know you're the Joker, Isaac. We know you're the Joker. George called you a poopy head? That's funny. That's funny. You're okay. So I did see Mando season 1. Or no, season 1. Episode 1 of season 3, chapter 17. I did a review on it that was uploaded on my channel earlier today. So if you didn't check it out, Go check it out if you want. The episode I thought was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't groundbreaking. It was just okay. You know, nothing really special. Really, I think they kind of tricked us a little bit with the opening, with the beginning. I thought so. This is spoilers. Um, I thought when they were initiating something new into the creed of the Mandalorians, when they were doing their initiation for a young person to become one of the Mandalorians, then they got attacked by that giant crocodile. I thought that was a flashback. I thought that was a flashback of Mando trying to be initiated among the religion. Okay. That's what I thought. I thought that was a flashback of his time, him becoming initiated, him becoming part of the Mandalorian religion. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was because it would have made sense because obviously he got exiled from in season 2 because in season 1 you remember he showed his face and that's a big no. Right? It's a big no for a Mandalorian is to show their face. And the worst of all, he did by free will. Wasn't accidental, it's free will. So, and I thought that was so it would have made sense to see how the initiating process of the Mandalorians take place, how they officially become part of the religion. All religions have that, right? All religions have, for the Christians, you have baptism. For Jews, for in Judaism, you have circumcision, and the other religions have all that, right? So it makes perfect sense to show that and how you become a part of the Mandalorian creed or religion, because their thing is religion, right? That's what I thought. I thought it was his flashback. I thought it was his initiation, but it wasn't. It turned out it was him coming to find all the men coming back to talk to the leader. What's her name again? I know the actress. I forgot what they called her. It was about him trying to find redemption, right? So he could redeem himself, so he could be born again into his Hondo. Overall, it was okay. There's some things made me laugh, and some things like confused me a little bit. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not gonna jump to conclusions, obviously. So that's what I thought. Now it turns out, like they said, what you have to do to redeem yourself, the mines, right? The mines that where you have to go with where Mandalorian has to redeem himself to be born again. Apparently, it was destroyed, but he believes it's not. Well, he says he's not, and says he has proof to do that, right? Okay, and I thought the whole scene was initiation of a flashback from his past. You make him a mod. Fine. You want me to make him mod? I'll make him a mod. There. Okay. See, even the grassy kinds agrees. See, not the worst ever, but it's nothing spectacular. Yeah, same. I'm in that same boat. Okay. So he goes back to what's the planet? Navarro? If I'm pronouncing it right, Navarro? That's from season 1 and it's part of season 2. Remember that planet? It was basically is an independent planet, right? Carl Weathers' character, right? Who's it's not it doesn't belong to the Republic, it doesn't belong to the Empire. It's basically independent kind of planet, right? Run by him, by Carl Weathers, by Apollo Creed. I'm gonna call him Apollo Creed. Navarro, right? It's Navarro. Navarro, right? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna call him Apollo Creed. I'm gonna call him Apollo Creed. Okay, so I like that better. In honor of Creed. I didn't see the movie yet. I didn't see Creed yet, so don't spoil it for me, okay? That was his point. That was basically his point. Like when they explained Cara Dune, right? What happened to Cara Dune for a little bit, for like a couple seconds, that he needed a kind of a first officer, somebody, to basically replace Cara Dune, and he offered Mando that, but Mando's like had to turn it down because he had to do his own thing, obviously, for his baptism stuff, right? To be reborn, to redeem himself, initiation into to be recognized as part of the Mandalorians by the other Mandalorians once again. Okay, right? Hey, I'm gonna call him Apollo Creed. Okay, he's Apollo Creed. You're gonna see. Don't you know Sylvester Stallone's gonna end up joining Star Wars? No, I'm kidding. I don't think so. Born again. Yes, 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 yes. Season 4. They're gonna add that to the title. Mandalorian Born Again, coming 2024. And so yeah, and they were dealing with pirates, right? They were dealing with pirates. They were hounding, causing trouble. That's funny. They were causing trouble at a school that used to be a bar, right? Remember, that school where they were, causing trouble. It used to be a school, right? And Apollo Creed with Grief Karga wanted to, sell this peacefully, right? He wanted to settle this peacefully. He didn't want any trouble with them, right? He wanted to settle this peacefully. And of course, none of them were having it. He invited them back to his office, but the second in command, he was not the leader, right? He was not the leader of the pirates. We'll get to that. It was like, no, we drink here. He's like, this is a school. And he kept refusing, and then they got to a point where they had a standoff, like in Cowboys. Oh, I gotta change my. Hey, Justin, what's up?
Oh, hey, Aaron, how are you?
I'm good.
Hey, I only got a couple of minutes, but I have a question that I posed in the chat that I'm just kind of conflicted by with this episode. So, Din Djarin saves everyone's asses in that fake flashback from this giant space toad or whatever, and that's not it's like no matter what he does, it's not good enough to prevent him from being exiled. Like, he's still exiled. It's like, why would you even bother? What have these people done for you lately, like, that would motivate you to even want to be a part of that? I mean, at this point, he's already kind of on his own with Baby Yoda, with Grogu, and it's like, who cares at this point?
Yeah, I'm like, that was what I was thinking. Just leave these guys. Just take the job with Apollo Creed. Like, just take that job. Like, just leave these guys. I was always thinking. I know he's so into his religion. I guess that's the reason, right? He still cares about them, but they clearly put up their beliefs over him, right? It's
they don't really care about their own. They just care about like, this is the way, and that silly stuff. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm kind of, when I said I was like this was boring, like it's becoming nonsensical, and I'm just like, okay, where are we going with this? What's the point? You know, like what are we supposed to be attached to? We already solved that problem in a different series of Baby Yoda leaving for the Jedi Academy and then coming back. And it's weird to have like a whole separate series that you need to watch in order to understand. Like if you're just watching The Mandalorian and then you get to this, you're like, wait, when did Baby Yoda come back? Like
Yeah.
what is this? Like it's confusing. It feels off. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I didn't. Yeah, there's some. Stop, Brian. It does. Like, maybe I think the Book of Fett. I did not like. Like, I did not like Book of Fett. I thought it was
No.
not a good show. And I think when you got Mando in some episodes, it actually made the show a little bit interesting. But they should just go off him and Grogu. Just go off, do what. Find Mandalore, help out Bo-Katan, whatever, and don't even care. Just be your own kind of hero instead of this Mandalorian guy.
You didn't need Baby Yoda in that
Yeah.
show at all. You didn't need Grogu.
Yeah.
You could have had the Mandalorian. You could have
Yeah.
had Din come in and help with the fight at the end. Like that would have been.
I
cool.
wonder-
But cut those episodes and then
I wonder if it's because Disney did not expect Baby Grogu to get so popular, and they like, you know how big popular like Grogu got, right? Like among like people that can't stop
they didn't
talking about.
expect it at that level.
Yeah. And they didn't, so they didn't really have plans maybe to have Grogu really come back, but he got so damn popular to like really popular, and they're like, you know what, we need to bring him back.
Yeah, I said this a few years ago. It's like they wrote themselves into a corner with that first season. Just
Yes,
like
they did.
you can't live with it, you can't live without it, and it's just kind of it's just kind of you left yourself in a position where there's no room to grow. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, him getting shipped off to Luke Skywalker's academy, that's the perfect out that you have.
Yeah.
And you didn't even like, there was supposedly more conflict with the Darksaber at the end of season 2 that we just kind of left on. But we're distracted. Oh, it's Luke Skywalker. Well, we didn't see the end of that scene. We didn't see like the end result of that and what happened after. And it's like there's some scenes missing and some sequences missing that is important. And we're just like, oh, we're gonna brush over that and ignore it. Like, no, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
It does. It's just, well, the thing that I liked about this episode the most is probably like the space scene when he's being attacked by the pirates. That was pretty cool. That was the only good thing about that. That's what I liked. It's that. Then how he outsmarted them, because they were chasing him, but he managed to find a way to be behind them, right, and take down the rest of them, right? The rest of the pirates. That's pretty cool. Obviously, that's going to lead to more of a. Obviously, later on in the season, they're gonna go back to that with the pirates get involved again, because that's obvious by watching the episode.
Sure. I mean, I don't know about you, but I personally don't care about that kind of stuff. I don't care about fight sequences. I like when I was younger, yes, the action sequences were something that I looked forward to. But nowadays, I care more about the story, the characters, their arcs, how they develop, how they learn from situations, how they're not always perfect. It just maybe it's me getting old. Maybe it's something else. Maybe I'm just out of touch with it, but also Vortex is right. Grogu has absolutely no character development at all.
It's just a cast. It's still a baby. Like, it's still.
Yeah.
It's like, doesn't even talk already. Say something.
Yeah. If you look at it with human years, 50 years in a 900-year span, like, you would think that every like 10 years they turn like, I don't know, like, I don't know, like you would think that at this point he would be developed enough to be able to speak and talk and learn things and be able to communicate instead of being a mute.
He's not. You could tell he's not stupid. The way he looks at things, he knows his surroundings, all that stuff. You know, you can tell he's not stupid. It's
Yeah,
just
that's not what I'm saying at all.
yeah, I know.
It's just like at this point, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I want to know. It's like, where is this going? How long is it going to take for this story to actually develop and we actually get something
Yeah.
that advances the plot a little bit more? Like, what's the
Yeah.
direction you want to go in, and what are you planning to do with this? Like, is it just going to continue on forever? Or are we just going to keep having filler episode after filler episode every single time? Like, this is getting redundant. I think that's my honest criticism, because I want this show to succeed. Don't get me
Mhm.
wrong. You know, I'm not like one of those people who's just like, oh, this sucks and
We'll
that's
talk
it.
about
And
that.
yeah,
Mhm.
what's
I
that?
think with Mando, I mean, this is a show everybody was looking forward to of the Star Wars shows for basically 2 years, right? Or if you count Boba Fett show for 1 year, right? Because that came out
Yeah.
last year. And I'm looking for some character development of Mando, right? He has to be obviously. To me, I want to see what happens with some of the other side characters, like Bo-Katan. Like, I want to know what like she explained how she became kind of distant, so bitter. I
Yeah.
want to see, yeah, right. Like,
Yeah, what happened there? Like, she just did a complete 180
yeah,
in a way. Like, it just, and why is she just sitting on a that's the thing about like cliches in movies, like the king or the queen is always sitting on a throne, and it's just like, are you just sitting there all day
she's just
waiting
like
for people
sitting.
to come
She's
in?
just sitting like she's sitting like there's like.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, what happened to you?
Yeah,
What's wrong with you? And we get some sort of answers, but it's just like, why though?
yeah,
I don't understand. It's just like these characters that we really like and appreciate aren't. It feels like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't feel like they're progressing naturally.
Mm-mm.
They're just sort of adapting to whatever the writer wants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. It's man,
I'm not trying to,
I know.
bring down the mood
You're,
entirely. But I'm
you're
like,
not the only. You're not. I know you're not the only one who didn't like the episode. So it's like that. You're not the only one that I talked to that like the episode. It was maybe it needed to be a little longer than 38 minutes.
yeah, I never liked the timestamp of like 30-minute episodes.
Yeah,
I wish it was longer. Like, the first 2 episodes of season 1 should have been 1 episode. Honestly, I mean, it really should have, in my humble opinion. But yeah, it just, you need to, and I understand what you're trying to say, Vortex. Yeah, you give it a little time. It's just the first episode, but we have said this about so many different seasons and TV shows time and time again. And sometimes what happens is nothing happens and nothing comes from it. It takes the entire season to get to something exciting and to actually progress the plot. Like, oh my gosh, something like significant is happening. So it's not about me being impatient or anything, but it's more like, this show wants and deserves stronger writing. That's it.
I don't even remember episode 1 for season 2. But yeah,
yeah. Was it that the spider episode, or was that like?
I think that's episode 2.
Yeah, that one sucked.
Mhm.
Frog Lady is literally the name.
Yeah,
And that sea creature monster, that seaweed dude, like that's in
Yeah.
the spaceship, just like, yeah, like, what are we doing here?
it's like
I don't know. Are
like
we
at the
becoming grumpy old men, or
like at the beginning of this episode, I'm like, oh, we're getting a flashback of how Mando got initiated into this religion. I'm like, oh, it's not a flashback. It totally tricked me.
yeah? I'm like, oh, we get some more backstory and character development, but no, it's a bait and switch there. That I personally do not appreciate.
That's true. Some of the best episodes of that show did not have Boba Fett in it.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, yeah. Well, Degrassi, I have a question for you though. Is it that like are our expectations like too high? Should we expect less from it? I don't know. That's what I want to know. But at any rate, I got to get going,
All right.
and I got a stream of my own to do. So hopefully everything goes well. Take care,
All
man.
right. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to
Have a
pop
good
in.
night. Or
Take care.
take care. But yeah. Like I didn't hate the episode, guys. Like I didn't think it was anything special. All right, I am gonna let it grow. Obviously, with the next episode, see where it takes us. You know, we gotta redeem. We gotta get Bo-Katan to be. We gotta get Kay Sack off. You know, to kick some ass again as Bo-Katan, which she probably will. Degrassi, I have a question for you. Bo-Katan, will she get her own show, or she'll just be? I should shave my head. Or you think she won't? Like something like will not be under her name, but like show a show that will star her. That's you know my favorite. You know my favorite character during I'll tell you. Oh, you don't see her? Aaron Tate. Shut up, Isaac. No, cancel Isaac for that take. Just you can cancel Isaac just for that take. You know what character I did like in Book of Fett? Finnex, Shan Rever. You know, I like her character. Shut up, Isaac. Full for Tate. Finnex Shan, thank you. Yeah, don't vote for Irritate. Irritate. I don't do what Andrew Tate does, okay? That's not my thing, man. But that's funny though. That's funny. That's funny. So when we have more people on, we'll talk more about Star Wars. The Mandalorian. Grogu, we'll talk about that bald Aaron. No. I have TikTok, Vortex. I do have Vortex. Obi-Wan Kenobi will never happen again. No. No, that's true. What was my next topic? Oh, I have to get a. So. Oh, I know the. Okay, there's a couple lawsuits involving Warner Brothers. There's a South Park lawsuit, and there's the DC lawsuit. I'm sorry if I'm using Fandom Wire. I know they're not the most legit, but I'm gonna use Fandom Wire. I'm sorry, because it's a joke. I will. Oh, thank you for telling me, Degrassi. We'll get to that when we get to Ant-Man. So here we go. This is a joke. Henry Cavill fans are back at it again. They want to file a lawsuit against Warner Bros. Discovery for false advertising for showing Henry Cavill as Superman in the post-credit scene of Black Adam. James Gunn was appointed as the co-CEO of DC Studios, and he took the bold decision for rebooting the entire universe, as well as letting go of some key figures of Zack Snyder's DCEU, including Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. Okay, here's one problem with that. How can you let Henry Cavill go if he never had a contract in the first place? You can't let someone go if they never had a contract. Okay? A legal contract in writing. It's not possible. So, okay? So, you'll probably see Obi-Wan. Okay, the fans of Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill are trying. Okay, let me put it back up. The fans of Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill are trying to sue Warner Bros. Because apparently the fans were giving false hopes of Man of Steel 2 starring Henry Cavill and Clark Kent's Superman. He also made a cameo in Black Adam's post-credit scene, which made the fans hopeful. Okay. I can tell you one thing. This lawsuit's going to go nowhere. Because okay, you got data. Okay. These fans are going. This lawsuit's going to go nowhere. Okay. First of all, the hopeful stuff of Man of Steel 2. Where have we ever heard that before, guys? Where have we heard that before? Who claimed Man of Steel 2 is happening? Take a guess, guys. Take a guess. Yeah, Vortex, they are. Take a guess. Huh. Right? Obviously, you know who it is. You know who made up those bullshit rumors. You know, rhymes of fakeosity and Lightcast, GFRB, Giant Freaking Robot. So that's a lie. And Warner Bros. Could just say, "Oh, we never planned a Man of Steel 2 at all." And oh, what are you eating? Tell me what you're eating. Okay. I know Degrassi. This is why they're doing this. Remember a couple months ago when they made it basically legal for anybody to sue studios for false advertising. Remember they did that with the people won the case. They won the case with what's her name? I know her name. I just don't want to botch it. Anna, yeah. Anna de Armas. Yeah. Remember when people filed a lawsuit because Anna de Armas was advertised in the trailer. I forgot which movie this was. It was the Beatles movie. What was it called? The Beatles movie. Damn it, I forget what it's called. Now she was supposed to be in that movie. Now I remember. And she was in a trailer, but she did not appear in the movie at all. And people filed a lawsuit against the studio for that, and they actually won. But now a couple months ago, it became in the law. It's saying that you're allowed to legally sue studios for false advertising for that. And this is a case. This is what they're trying to do here. And there was no advertising for Man of Steel 2, which is true. The only people said Man of Steel 2 were happening were the people we shit against, Still Nation, and those people, Mikey Sutton, Geek Aussie, all those, right? So the people are filing this lawsuit. They're Snyder stands, and I did say stands because stands is the worst kind of fans in the world. Okay. Yes, he was. He was, and he was originally in when this. Yes, in the yes. And you remember No Way Home? They didn't show the Spider-Mans in that one trailer. We know that scene where you see the three villains like this, and you see the one, and you see Tom Holland Spider-Man. Remember that scene? But you can clearly see something punch one of the villains, but there was nobody there. But once you see the movie, you know who punched one. You know who punched that villain was another Spider-Man. Remember that? And probably not the same thing. But still, No Way Home. So these guys don't have a leg to stand on, and Cavill never had a contract in the first place, so you can't let an actor go if they don't have a contract in the first place, because technically that makes them a free. Like in sports term, that makes them a free agent. Okay, makes him a free agent. So he did talk with Cavill because he did out of respect. So we don't think we're gonna want to negotiate with you. We're going a different direction with our Superman, stuff like that. He did have respect for Cavill, okay? That's how I take it, okay? Okay? He didn't have to. James Gunn did not have to even talk to Cavill, okay? He could just cast his own Superman. But he did have respect for Cavill, okay? Like a man does. And they're not going to win it, right? Degrassi, they're not going to win it, right? I like that scene, man. That was badass. I like that scene. When it was just like, yeah, I love that scene. Yeah, they won't win, of course. They're going to have Mikey Sun as their lawyer, right? They're going to have Mikey Sun as an attorney. So they have no leg to stand on there. And and I'm sorry, it's a Snyder stands, right? We know it's a Snyder stands. Yes, Mikey. Hey, you better call Saul, right? No, you better call Jennifer Walters. Hey, I'll just call this Disney have Matt Murdock and Jennifer Walters as their lawyers. The Warner Brothers has, oh my God, Warner Brothers has Two-Face as their lawyer. Harvey Dent is their lawyer. Oh no. And now there. Yeah. So paying for $500 million, and you think they'll win, right? What? Yeah, $500 million. 500 million. Yeah. Like, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. Yeah, so let's see what it is. Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, I know. She's been going after Disney for 2 or 3 years now, right? Yeah, they're gonna leave Orlando, definitely. The governor of Florida is a moron. Is not a good person. It's hateful. I don't care what you think. If you're right, yeah, I know. I wouldn't be surprised. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. A lot of Florida's revenue money comes from Disney, right? Oh yeah, that's not freedom. That's not. Yeah, because you know why? You know why, Degrassi? They're gonna lose a lot of revenue. They're gonna lose a lot of money if right? Because they know Florida, they know is Disney is the biggest one of the biggest sources of revenue. That Disney I don't know, Disney World. I think it's Disney World. Disneyland, I think it's LA or Anaheim. But you know that, right? Degrassi knows because it's their biggest one of the biggest sources of revenue there. I'm telling you, the Devil Ways don't make any money for them because nobody goes to them. Okay, like no, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna risk that. Hunter, uh, I don't know. I haven't paid attention to that, so I can't give you my opinion on that. Honestly, man, I'm doing a show. Fine, I'll check Discord, but I'm doing a show. Come on, Vortex. Come on, Vortex. You know what George called you? George called you is a Xeno. You're our Xeno in a good way. Okay. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. I saw that. Okay. I don't even know what I'm doing, man. George says he'll join soon, and we're gonna talk. Okay. Hey, you know what happens to Grassy when the water rises? Florida, and Georgia are gonna be gone. So be prepared. I'm just kidding. Why you want? I'm sorry. Like the last place I want to retire. I know Florida's a good retirement state, but the last place I want to retire is Florida or even Georgia. If I had to retire somewhere, I'll probably go to like Arizona or Nevada. I don't know. Somewhere warm. Like fuck Canada. Yes, they are. No, it hasn't, man. No, it isn't. Trust me. You love Nevada. What happens? What happens with Carbos when New York disappears? It goes to DC. I don't know. Oh, by the way, yeah. So okay. This. So okay. So okay. Okay. Yeah. Vortex, I have a question for you. I've never been to Europe, okay? But have you ever been to North America? Okay. You know why? You know why? Because New York has a lot of people living there, man. So there's more people for villains to kill. That's why. Why do you think they're all going to LA now, Marvel? Because there's a lot of people to kill in LA now too. So that's the only reason. More people to kill. What do you want them to do? You want them to go to like what? A small you want them to go to like a small town with a thousand population? Come on. Come on. You're not. Okay. Let's talk Shazam Fury of the Gods. Okay. In the chat, how many of you gonna go see the movie? Well, I'll put my hand up, so I'm gonna go see the movie. But how many of you are gonna go see the movie? How many are gonna go see Shazam Fury of the Gods? How many of you? Hey, George, you're free? You come on, man. We haven't talked about much. We got an hour and a half to go. So yeah, I'm going to see Shazam for the Gods, but I'll admit I haven't pre-ordered tickets. I usually pre-order tickets for movies ahead of time to reserve my seat, right? But for Shazam, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. My man George, how was dinner?
Oh, it was good. You know, macaroni and cheese and chicken.
Oh, yeah, that's good. What's up, man? Welcome to the first episode. Let's talk pop. Remember, guys, this is gonna be a Saturday show, but I'm not gonna be here Saturday. I'll be out, so I'm doing this on Thursday today.
I might be out Saturday as well. I might. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm supposed me and my friend might see Creed 3, but I want to see how he's feeling because he's been getting over a bad cold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
So, okay, did you see Mando season 1? Mando?
Wait, what? Sorry, your audio was.
Did you see Mando?
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't really anything special. I mean, it was like, first of all, it felt like it short compared to most of the other episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like they kind of misled at first because like we thought it was like Mando's initiation from what it was set up, and then it's like, oh wow, Mando came and saved them. Like I'll be honest, the beginning, like that action sequence with that monster was pretty cool. It's great to see Carl Weathers return.
Oh,
his
yeah,
character, which is ironic because this weekend is obviously Creed 3.
Oh, so not on purpose. Yeah, right.
Like
coincidence.
I think the plot line of him wanting to rebuild the droid.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't think it's bad, but it's like it feels kind of unnecessary.
It was. It's like
Like I don't know. It reminds me of like like not in a bad way, but like it reminds me of some of the unnecessary plots in like the prequels.
And they just killed him again.
Yeah, it just reminded me of like the prequels in a sense, like having an unnecessary like mini arc or plot.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't cringe like some of the arcs in the prequels. And by the way, I do enjoy the prequels. I love Revenge of the Sith, but like some of those arcs in the prequels were cringe.
Yeah, I like Revenge of the Sith.
I love Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
I'm not, to be honest, that's like my second favorite Star Wars movie. Like I know it's not the second best Star Wars movie, but it's like my second favorite.
I loved it.
I love it. Like I've rewatched it probably like the most times like out of any Star Wars movie. I mean, Empire's still my favorite and it's still the best, but Revenge is like second.
We hate filler.
Yo, this is an anime. Like seriously, like Naruto probably had like 100 filler episodes.
So he stole Dragon Ball Z.
Not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Z at least had like funny filler episodes.
Yeah, but
Like when they were getting driver's license, like that was at least
that's
funny.
hilarious. That was hilarious though when they were getting driver's license. Like even Piccolo got driver's license.
Yo, Piccolo was wearing like skinny jeans before skinny jeans were a thing.
It's like his TG forced him. They could like the most powerful people in the universe. They can do anything, but when it comes to Goku's wife, but yeah, like I mean, it's one episode. I know there's some people like always like turn off a show, decide not to watch a show based on an opening episode sometimes, right?
Yeah. I mean, also like I know like Mando and Grogu were in Book of Boba Fett, but I feel like this is also like them trying to get the rust out because we really haven't had like pure Mandalorian since like the end of 2020.
Mando, Grogu.
So like to me, this felt like them trying to like play off the rust.
You're suggesting. Oh, I know what you're replying here. I know what you're saying. Grogu is gonna become a Mandalorian. That's what you're saying. He's gonna be a Mandalorian with Force-like powers. Oh, that's dangerous. That's what Degrassi is basically implying here. It's not just gonna be him being born again. It's gonna also be Grogu's initiation. I get. Mando Grogu.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't like the worst episode of a Star Wars series, but it definitely like I get it when you compare it to like how like those last few episodes of season 2 played out. Like,
man, you're not gonna get it. Hey, MME, thank you, Max.
Hey, Max.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I mean, like nothing's gonna like. I don't know if anything is gonna beat that finale because that finale is like when you get Luke back in his hand, Mark Hamill, like aged down. They were able to do that. That was, I don't know, like that was iconic, man. Like that's an iconic moments, man.
Vortex brings up a good point. Mando, Grogu, more toys to sell profit. Yeah, like here's the thing, like Star Wars toys, like they're always gonna sell Star Wars toys.
Oh yeah.
Like here's the thing, like things are obviously always gonna be made for toys. Like you know why Spider-Man has so many weird suits in like the MCUs to sell more toys. New suit, new figure.
Yeah, pretty much. And same with Batman. If you notice, Batman always has a different costume in each movie or whatever. Like
although like I know like I mean yeah, obviously outside of like Mando and Grogu, they don't really sell their toys. Like even before Gina Carano got fired, I don't remember there being Cara Dune figures.
There are. I just don't see them. I don't think Cara Dune is popular as people think. To me, this is nothing to do with Gina. Well, actually, it kind of does because Gina Carano is not a good actress, and I thought she was dry. Cara Dune was not that interesting as a character. There was nothing special about her. And I thought, and I'm going to say this, I think it's because of Gina Carano playing her. I don't think Gina Carano is that charismatic that could play.
She's not that great of an actress.
No.
Like here's the thing, I remember she was in Fast and Furious 6. Like that character was just like there.
She's, you know what kind of role that Fast and Furious 6 kind of character, she was good because she could play that role. But Deadpool, the first Deadpool movie, she's basically a brute
Yeah.
woman. Like she's good for that. I know she wants to be a lead, Like obviously, because like that's what happened to Batista. Batista started off slowly like that, but Batista has more, range, charismatic. He has more range, stuff like that. Gina doesn't have that. Gina doesn't have that. You either have it or you don't. It's not something you could like really you practice on, really. Oh,
yeah, like
She needs to be born again.
Gina's never really like here's the thing. I feel like this might have been the first time she might have played a character and tried.
Yeah, like yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just that Degrassi, I just find her characters very boring. Her character is very boring. I'll say this. I'll take it over Wanda because I think Wanda's worse, but they're both bad. That's if you want to compare MMA fighters turn actresses. But,
I'm not like there's not that many that I'm familiar with.
Yeah, but those are like the two most well known, right?
Yeah, like I don't know, like Ronda Rousey, like I know she was in like Expendables 3, like I don't know what else she was in.
She's in Fast 7, I think it was.
How? I gotta rewatch that. It's been a while since
Expendables. She was in Expendables. She was in Fast 7. I think it was 7.
No, Vortex. He's talking about Ronda Rousey. Not Wanda.
Wanda.
I
don't remember.
No. Yeah, he's talking about Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, it sounds the same. It's Ronda. It's pretty much pronounced the same. Yeah. She was in Fast. Yeah, I think it was 7. We're not talking about WandaVision.
Yeah, we're not even talking about WandaVision. We're talking about Ronda Rousey. I did like Kenobi a lot.
She's horrible. She can't even act in wrestling, man. She's so bad. Like, yeah, like the only good actor, okay, you might not. I don't know if you know him. George St. Pierre. You might have seen him though. I don't know if you know him, but you might have seen him. He's the villain. He was the villain at the beginning in Captain Falcon Winter Soldier. Okay, and he also appeared in. He also appeared in. Yeah, Falcon Winter Soldier and Winter Soldier Captain America. Remember Belwa, whatever his name is. That's former MMA fighter George St. Pierre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was good for that role because it didn't require like that much acting, really. I think the best MMA fighter was whoever did acting was Kevin James for that one movie. You see that movie we did MMA?
Here Comes the Boom?
Yeah, Here Comes the Boom.
I wanted to. People said it was actually it wasn't bad or that bad. I never got a chance to see it though.
Yeah.
But because like that was like around the time like Kevin James was like in his like weird era, like Paul Blart, Grown Ups, like Zookeeper.
He's not so his stardom is taking a little bit of a hit, because he's been some terrible Netflix stuff lately. Like
it feels like him and Adam Sandler make similar career decisions, except Adam Sandler seems to be
making a comeback.
Adam Sandler seems to be benefiting from Netflix, where
Sandler's kind of making a comeback. Like there was a time where Sandler seemed like Sandler's time was fading, but over the years he's starting to make a comeback.
I mean, like I never saw Jack and Jill, but like I heard that was like
I think that almost killed his career.
Yeah, I remember that movie came out when I was in high school. My mom wanted to see it. I was like, no, I heard that movie was awful. I'm not wasting time seeing that.
I heard Gideon's gonna be back. He's not. Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, I can't wait to see him back. He's another one that I feel like I never seen any toys for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he does have his own leaked figure. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he's talking about Boba Fett.
Oh.
I didn't read all of Vortex's thing. Vortex is like, this is the most I've seen Vortex type up in a chat.
Yeah, I like Vortex.
Like Vortex, you're like putting in like Star Wars essays right now.
Yeah, Vortex. Why don't you do me a favor? Write an essay for Star Wars. I'm kidding. I'm not your teacher.
How the fix Rise of Skywalker? Make Sky.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you think of Bo-Katan? She was just like there. She was all, she was all like angry, depressed, like.
Yeah, it's like wasn't really
Bo-Katan.
Yeah, again, it like compared to like what I'm used to in the Mandalorian, I feel like this was a weak episode compared to what I'm used to with Mando.
Oh, by the way, Mando's name is Djarin. We gotta call him that because Mandalorian is technically.
I'm so used
everybody.
to calling him. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm so used to calling him Mando, just like I'm so used to calling Grogu Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
it's hard to break these trends.
So Bo-Katan's all angry. She's so angry because she wanted the Darksaber, but since Djarin or Mando, whatever you want to call him, but is the one that defeated Moff Gideon, he gets the Darksaber because the rule is, right? Whoever wins in battle takes the Darksaber, right?
Yeah.
And so eventually what has to happen, if she wants the Darksaber, she has to take Djarin in battle and beat him. Then she could go back and reclaim Mandalore. But she can't do that without the Darksaber.
Okay, yeah. So it's like, yeah.
So you think one strike's gonna be averted, but the other two are gonna go through Degrassi?
Oh, Vortex. Oh yeah, Vortex talking about the Clone Wars. Yeah, I gotta here's the thing, like the episodes of Clone Wars that I saw, because there's some episodes that I kind of skipped over or like didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
I love Clone Wars. I remember like the last season. I remember the last season I was so I loved that last season. Although I kind of skipped like Ahsoka's arc. Not because the characters looked like SJWs like some certain sites were saying. It's just like the first episode of that arc, it was like, this is kind of boring. I kind of want to get to the good stuff. And people were telling me you don't really need to watch those episodes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. I knew it. I mean, I knew it's gonna happen. There could be a strike, possible strikes. I knew it's gonna cost a lot of headaches and delays. So
oh boy, yeah, no.
I know this stream was rogue, like the Peter Pan trailer. I'm kidding. I hated that trailer. I'm sorry, that Peter Pan trailer sucked.
There ain't nothing more woke than an Italian and a Canadian on stream.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's the new.
So you heard about the lawsuit that DC Snyder fans are,
Oh my goodness.
You hear about that?
These Snyder fans, like, oh my goodness, like, so like I don't know the full details of it, but like, what are they? Oh, are they suing because of the Black Adam thing?
Yeah, basically.
Like, oh, here's Arkham.
What's up?
Hey, Arkham.
Basically, yeah. Basically, they're suing because of the Black Adam thing, which they have no case because they said
they have no case in general because W can do whatever they want with their IPs.
Well,
the fans don't control the IPs.
Here's the thing: franchises change course, though. This isn't like the trailer thing. Like this was
not about it's not about IP. It's about false advertising.
It was not a trailer though. It was a credit scene.
Yeah, that's the difference. Was
and listen. If that's the case, why don't we just sue Sony for basically canceling Amazing Spider-Man 3?
And here's the thing: they also said for letting Cavill go out of his contract, even though he never had a contract in the first place. So legally, that's not possible because if you don't have a contract, you can't legally let somebody go. They're basically a free agent. And also they said Man of Steel 2, when there was no advertising or plans for Man of Steel 2. And where they got those people got those information from. Who they got them from. From those liars.
Yeah. Did you hear the
news?
You
do that for say they're stupid. Could you just sue someone for being stupid?
Yeah. Like they have no case. It's like of like even if they, I guess, go to court, like they're basically gonna laugh at them.
I mean, this you could
Like,
now you can
because
sue.
no real lawyer, because like when you hire a lawyer, they're not gonna really tell you the truth that you have no leg to stand on. But like,
Yeah,
if
they do.
say if you go to court, like they'll fail miserably, to be honest.
No, lawyers. Well, I mean, actually right now, legally now, you could sue studios for false advertising and trailers and stuff. I don't know if you know that, Arkham. That's been
Yeah,
passed.
yeah.
So, but this one will not win because they never falsely advertised this at all. You don't advertise end credit scenes in movies.
Yeah, you never do. Like this is not. It's not really a false advertising. This is like,
Yeah.
if it was in the trailer, then like if the end credit scene was in the trailer, then technically it would be false advertising.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in the trailer at all. It was the end credit scene. You can't that like that's not really false advertising at all. Did you also hear about the news of the animated Batman Beyond movie?
No.
Oh, apparently, like they're working on an animated Batman Beyond film, like
I hope that's true.
Before like the changes.
I do hope it's true because like for me, like I don't care what he James Gunn cancels with live action from the previous regime, but I swear to God, I better not see a cancellation with the DC anime project because DC anime projects cost barely anything to do. Like they don't cost as much as the live action, though. So there's like no excuse to cancel at all, to be honest.
Yeah, like you can do an Elseworld story with it.
Yeah, so like for me, like there's a thin line of like I don't give a shit if he can't cancels a a bunch of stuff that we were never gonna get in live action, but when it comes to animation, there is no excuse to cancel any animation projects, to be honest, because like they don't cost as much as live action. Like say like the animation projects that we get with the animated movie with the Tomorrowverse, you can say you can cancel that, but like there's no excuse.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna transition to. Okay, this rumor made some news yesterday, and I know Degrassi doesn't believe it for a second. I'm skeptical on it, but apparently Brave and the Bold, rumored to be directed by Ben Affleck. I don't believe it for a second. I don't think Ben Affleck's going to direct Brave and the Bold.
Too obvious.
It's too obvious.
It's too obvious.
I think people just saying that want Ben Affleck to do something Batman related. I don't want Ben Affleck to do anything Batman related. Not because some people in our community say, oh, you want him to go back to drinking. I want him to stay away from Batman. He doesn't. I feel like Ben really doesn't want to be Batman. He admitted he only wanted to be Batman for his kids. Like that's cool and all. But if I want to take on a role as a hero, I want to do it for reasons, not because of I want to take on a role just for being that character, for that as a fan of, not because of for the kids. I'm sorry. I'm not. It sounds selfish, but I don't, because people are gonna expect, or we're gonna get the BVS Batman from the Snyderverse. That Batman. No. I don't want that Batman. I don't want Ben Affleck anywhere near Batman.
Well, here's the thing. Either way, he people are starting to like turn on him and call him a traitor because he's gonna direct something for James Gunn.
But he talked to James Gunn. It was reported like a couple months when that whole release came out on the 31st of January. They were talking. I mean, they did talk, right? And they said maybe direct something in the future. And Ben Affleck has, I think still has a decent relationship with Warner Brothers.
Oh yeah, he does. Listen. Like I think like Warner Brothers is never going to burn the bridge with Ben Affleck. I mean, I think like that basketball film he did in 2020, The Way Back, was a Warner Brothers movie.
Mm-hmm.
like the thing is like he's not getting Warner Brothers is not going to burn bridges with Ben Affleck because he won them an Oscar. So
oh yeah, he did. I forgot about that.
So like you want to keep someone like Ben Affleck on, whether it's actor or director. Like that's like especially because like you've lost Nolan. I'm like I know people say, well they lost Zack Snyder as well. No, I think losing Nolan hurt more than losing Zack Snyder. I think losing Ben Affleck would hurt more than
bought him
losing
in
Zack
money,
Snyder.
man. I mean, Nolan bought him in money, like.
So like you don't want to lose another gem.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Nolan's more valuable than Snyder.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's crazy that look, even if you didn't like, some of Nolan's more recent films, like Tenet, like Nolan still, with the exception of Tenet, has been beneficial for Warner Brothers box office, critical reviews, audience reviews.
Yeah.
I do think Ben Affleck would probably do The Authority, or like that could be too obvious too. Maybe like some people suggested Supergirl, like he could do the Supergirl movie.
They're gonna get a female for Supergirl.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're probably gonna get a. What if he's directing like Superman?
No, I don't think he's gonna do Superman.
Like I can't see him directing like it's either The Authority. I can't see him doing Superman. I could agree with that. That probably gonna be probably James Gunn.
It could be stuff that's not announced.
Yeah, it's either gonna be Authority or Batman. Like I know Batman's so obvious, but it's either those two. Like I can't see him doing Superman.
Because I think Swamp Thing is going to be James Mangold. Like like that's like the most obvious.
Degrassi, buddy Degrassi.
What?
So you told me in DMs that Ben probably wants to direct an ensemble movie, right? A group kind of movie, and I suggested like Outsiders or maybe a Bat Family movie, which is basically Brave and the Bold. I guess would be.
Yeah, technically, the Brave and the Bold is the Bat Family because you're gonna see the members: Nightwing, Batgirl.
What if
Red
it's? No, I don't know. I was suggesting Teen Titans, but more of a movie that takes place in the past, Teen Titans, instead of current, because I don't.
Oh yeah, no, he's going to be directing Blind Barrel's biography. Did you see?
Well, your biography. You're like 22 years old. How much can you have to say?
No, I probably.
I'm sorry. I'm not boasting you, buddy. I'm sorry for boasting you.
Well, someone should write a biography about myself. I've got like 26 years of craziness.
No, the Grass should have a biography.
I pitched a movie idea to my supervisor. Like it's like inspired by Clerks. I would call it Counselors, and it'd be like be a day in the a work day involving after school counselors.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Like,
I was Popeye's Blind Braille. That's all.
I do think there could be another possibility. It could be a project that James Gunn didn't announce yet that he's probably going to announce in San Diego Comic-Con. There is that possibility too.
Oh yeah, definitely. There is a strong possibility.
I mean, let's be real here. Like this is why DC's future is sounding more promising than Marvel, because look at these directors that they're in talks with, like James Mangold, Ben Affleck. Like these are two great directors.
We're gonna get to Marvel in a bit.
Like James Gunn's most likely gonna direct one of these. I think it's either gonna be Superman or The Authority. Like he's gonna direct one of those, I think.
See, MCU's killer. I mean, MCU right now is kind of killing itself.
I mean, let's be real here. The MCU,
people are starting to compare Paul Feig to Kathleen Kennedy.
You want to know something? I think like post Endgame, with the exception of like a few Marvel projects, it's basically feeling like the sequel trilogy of the MCU.
Yeah,
Like, I think like you're like post Endgame, with the exception of like a few Marvel projects, it's basically feeling like the sequel trilogy of the MCU.
Yeah.
Actions.
Oh, this
I-
this speaking of that, let's get to the MCU, guys. We're gonna talk about Ant-Man. Ant-Man's not doing really good. Like really not really good at the box office. And it's also gonna struggle. It might struggle to make even 500 million. Will it make 500 million, guys? Do you think it will make 500 million? I do think it will, but I don't even think it's gonna get to 600. I don't think it's gonna make 600.
No, it's. I mean, here's the thing. I know a lot of these movies in March aren't going to be like big money makers, but like
Creed is getting good scores right now. Good reviews.
Creed's getting great scores.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like Scream 6 coming out next week. I don't know what the reviews will be for that film, but I assume it's going
The
to
Scream
do
movies
decent.
have been pretty good, so more consistent than other horror movies. So I could see Scream doing pretty good.
You got apparently Dungeons and Dragons. I almost said Dungeons and Dragons. Dragons and Dungeons was apparently it's not as like I was spectacle on that because I saw the first movie that came out like 25 years ago. Oh my god, that was garbage. That was so bad. Apparently it's not. Apparently it's actually pretty decent.
The other one.
Coats are gonna.
Oh, you're gonna make Anthony mad.
At the following weekend, I don't think it's gonna make that much money, but like I think even if it's getting a mixed response, I think the reviews for Shazam will still be better than the reviews for Ant-Man. So like,
I don't think we're getting. I agree with Brian and Bro with the JJ stuff. It's not happening.
Oh, that stuff is never gonna happen. Let's be real here. Like, well, here's the thing. I think JJ's brand has been damaged because of Star Wars.
JJ.
If I have to be honest, like, I'm very mixed. Like, JJ, yes, his brand got mixed, but I'm not sure if he was ever the right choice to do DC, to be honest, because like he didn't redo anything, technically. Like the Constantine thing never happened. Zatanna never happened.
Constantine's happening. We're still on board.
Yeah,
I think
I don't know. Like until I see like it gets production or news of production, I don't really believe it because the same thing with his other projects. Like they say it's gonna happen, but get canceled, another canceled, another canceled. Like I just don't think it's gonna happen until but it's just you have to prove that's gonna be to happen.
Here. See on this website, we're not on this stream, guys. We're not gonna discuss scoopers, okay? I want official stuff only.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not gonna.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You know what? Like, I'm getting tired of scoopers in general. Like
this is what scoopers.
Like okay. What I'm saying is, I heard this from this scooper. We're not gonna discuss that. I want official stuff only.
Yeah,
I wasn't saying scoopers. I was just saying the track record.
Yeah, nothing from Disgrace Randolph, John Campia.
Yeah, or like even on the Twitter, even on people on Twitter. From My Time to Shine, we're not gonna discuss them or like Ember or whatever. We're not. Okay?
Listen, at this point, the only scooper like on my stream that I kind of will still mention will be Daniel RPK, just because he has like the best track record and actually admits when he gets stuff wrong.
Yeah, most scoopers don't admit to get stuff wrong.
Like RPK is the only one that I trust because he gets stuff. He'll either get stuff right.
I'll say this: I don't like Sil and Mikey. They lie and they double down everything, but we don't give the other scoopers the same kind of shit when they do the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
I'm sorry, Degrassi. I mean, I don't mean like I know, Degrassi. You're more legit. I know. I mean, I just like that stuff, like Blind Bill, like that stuff. I know you're listening. Like the stuff we talk about, Doctor Strange and Kang, whatever that stuff we talk about. That was a private thing, but we could discuss that publicly. I could mention that publicly on here because that.
Well, here's the thing. I would also only talk about a scoop if like actual like respectful sites are talking about it. Like, I did see like comicbook.com was talking about the Doctor Strange like theory.
Yeah.
So like if a respectful website is talking about it, like yeah, I will talk about it, but like I'm not going to talk about something that only Twitter is covering or like Geekosity is covering. Like I
won't even use an anonymous Twitter account.
Like I want good. I would go with respectful websites.
Yeah. So you think it's gonna beat 500 million, Ant-Man?
How much did it make?
I don't know what is it at right now. Anybody could tell me in the chat. Where's Ant-Man right now?
Here's the thing about the Ant-Man movies: they've never been big money makers to begin with.
Yeah,
what's it called?
But the problem is they build this Ant-Man movie to be like the movie to watch because it's supposed to kick off what the whole saga is supposed to be about.
That's why I feel like it was a mistake to put. I think it's a mistake to make Kang the villain of Ant-Man 3.
It was also a mistake the mistake to build this as it's like an Avenger kind of movie. Like, no, it's not. Guys, you cannot sue for that, though. Okay, you can't legally sue for that. That's not really false advertising. Okay.
I don't know. Like, it doesn't really say how much money it made worldwide yet. So, like,
see, this is the thing: is we're not going to discuss this. Okay, this is stupid.
Right?
This is not official. Okay, stuff like this is not official until you see a movie. This is why I don't like discussing this kind of stuff. I like discussing official stuff.
What about what? The leader or something like that?
It's just a stupid scoop. Like, I don't
pay attention to a lot of scoops, to be honest.
Exactly. The problem is in our community, people just trust scoopers way too much.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
And it's gotten worse, I think, since the pandemic. Like, here's the thing: I didn't even hear about scoopers until the pandemic. Like the worst site to me, like the only site that was talking about scoops that I was aware of was WeGotThisCovered.com, which I feel like has just died out.
We Got This Covered? That's like the biggest, fakest one, almost as bad as Geekosity. All right, let's move on, guys. Have you played the game Dead by Daylight?
No.
Degrassi, Blind Barrel. Well, you know about the game, right?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
I've seen videos of it.
Basically, it's a game where you're trying to escape, right? And you think it's 4 players, and one of the players is the killer, right? Yeah. So you're trying to escape the area you're in so you don't get killed. And you have to do these things, right? These kind of small things in the game to open up the river to get out. And one of your person is the killer, and that's basically the game premise. There's not really a story to it. It's just basically survive, get out.
What, like it's kind of like a survivor game.
Basically, a survival game, yeah, and escape. And they're making a movie about it. They're gonna make a movie about it. It's very popular. It's very popular because they do keep adding like horror icons to it. They do have horror icons like Jason, Michael Myers, stuff like that. But they're making a movie to it. It's going to be by Blumbhouse, obviously, because Blumbhouse specializes in horror, right? And James Wan's production companies can get involved.
I could see it being good. Like, it'll be interesting.
But they have to. It's just going to be. It's just going to be one of those generic horror movies where you have to escape this area and there's a killer.
Yeah,
we don't know who the killer is going to be. We don't know who the killer is going to be.
It's been done before.
Even
if it's based on a video game, it's like people are gonna say we've seen this before, but it's just a video game franchise.
Same company producing Spawn. Yeah, at least with Spawn, there's actually you can actually make a story out of because there's actually a story to Spawn.
Yeah,
but this has really no story. The story is that one of the people you play with is the killer, and the whole premise is to escape. That's it. It's very generic. It's a very generic storytelling, really.
Yeah.
James Wan doing Spawn. If James Wan does Spawn as executive team does Spawn,
it might actually come out.
That's a good sign. That's a very good sign.
I'm just saying it actually might come out if he joins it.
Degrassi, is James Wan done with DC after Aquaman 2?
Oh, done? Wait.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because
I could
But-
see the possibility of them rebooting Aquaman.
Blumhouse, like I just don't like Glenn Braille. I know he probably knows about the game. I played it a little bit. I hated that game. I really hated it.
Blumhouse?
No, Dead by Daylight.
Oh, Dead by Daylight. I played it before over at my friend's house. I think it was okay, but still, like, not my cup of tea. I like more action adventure games or like those kind of games.
Oh, so okay, Degrassi. Hopefully, I like him as a director. Have you seen the Haunted Mansion trailer? Any of you?
No.
No.
Nearby. This is good. So we can watch it together.
Well, Aaron, I advise to be careful because I think your last stream kind of got taken down.
You know
because
what
of
it was?
the trailer. Yeah.
It wasn't the Walt Disney Studios actual YouTube account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I did cut out the segment, so that stream is actually live on my channel.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't know if you were aware of that,
Yeah, it wasn't a Disney YouTube account. Like, Disney has Marvel Entertainment and like their other stuff or Pixar stuff like that. It wasn't their account. It wasn't one of their YouTube accounts. That's why I got hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you
I have the Walt Disney Studios official YouTube on as a share. But I know. Thank you for reminding me, George, just in case something like that pops up again. Because you never know, it may happen again. But let's go.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Universal and Warner Brothers are more stick in the muds when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Disney's usually very light.
With what?
With posting trailers of sound.
Oh.
Okay, let's watch it. Okay, so this stars Jared Leto.
Oh yeah, right away I'm like sus.
Let's go. Let's watch. You hear it?
Welcome home. I know this place isn't as warm as I'd hoped, but I'm going to light a vanilla candle, and it's going to be a game changer.
What was Earl Dawson?
Let go. We're out.
This mansion is unhinged. She needs all the help she can get. You want to be a hero?
DeVito, Owen Wilson.
Pass. $2,000. What's the address?
I'm gonna move into a house without windows, so I won't see you walking by.
Guys, little help.
With your new
I just saw that.
This house has a way of playing tricks on you.
in my house without windows. In my house without windows.
Oh my God.
Is anybody else seeing this?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Be careful.
Oh,
Death lurks around every corner.
Other more powerful entities may come through.
Not on our watch.
What are you gonna do?
get Loki.
They're already dead.
They're going to be deader.
Okay.
In my house without
I guess that's cool. I don't know.
You know what? Okay. It
Meh.
actually doesn't look. It doesn't look that bad.
It looks okay. It's just.
I mean,
I
it
don't
looks better than Peter Pan. I'll give it that.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah, probably.
I
I
see
know.
why.
I mean, let's be real here. Can this be any worse than the 2003 Haunted Mansion?
I don't know.
That was bad.
No
like-
Eddie Murphy, Degrassi. No.
I just don't like. I just don't like what Disney's doing. Like, you're making all these live action shit and stuff like
It's
that.
called, they should call it capitalism. Capitalism world.
God.
Like you
Literally,
have
that's
to.
what you should call Disney World at this point, or Disneyland, capitalist land.
Yeah, because
my God.
they're making these like you have these beloved anime projects that they already made, then they're making them into live actions. Like, why?
It's just crazy. It's like the product's like not wow. The product's not as like as impressive as it like used to be from Disney in general.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, like people talk about like the decline of like Marvel and even Star Wars. How about just like some of the decline in some of their projects in general? Like I think it's become a company thing.
Like Disney as a whole, both.
Yeah, like
Marvel and-
Disney as a whole. In my opinion, I feel like the quality has kind of dropped. I mean, look, Avatar: The Way of Water was great in my opinion. Like I love that movie, but it's like again, like because you have a great director in James Cameron behind that. Like here's the thing, unless the director is like one of those guaranteed great directors, I feel like your project's guaranteed to not be as good as it once used to be.
Yeah, like here's the thing, like Disney is doing this. Like you have all these beloved projects that people love when they were kids, and so like why not? Let's make them into live action. And so like, and then they don't do very well. It's like
This might be a hot take that I'm about to say. I feel like Spider-Man No Way Home benefited from the fact that Sony was working on it instead of Disney. I mean, I know Disney had some input because of Marvel Studios, but it's like I feel like because another studio worked on it, the film turned out better than than all the other MCU projects in Phase 4 and beyond.
Do you think Disney should stop with the live action adaptations like they do with like you have these certain like animations that they base these live actions based on? Do you think they should just stop them as a whole?
To me, here's the thing. There are some projects that I wouldn't mind them doing like a live action remake, but those are like the animated projects that I'm like, they didn't stand out as animated projects. Maybe they can work better in live action. For example, I think Sword of the Stone could look pretty good in live action.
Do you think we need a Peter Pan live action movie?
There is.
No, like what, Peter Pan?
Do you think we need a live action version of Peter Pan?
I mean, we have a bunch of them
we have
already.
so many of them, like from different studios,
and different stories about.
Like my thing is, I think I wouldn't mind seeing live action projects of movies that aren't as popular, that weren't maybe not that special as like animated projects. Like Treasure Planet, I think could be pretty cool in live action. I think Sword of the Stone, The Black Cauldron could, I think, work better in live action. But like
so the less popular ones, you're saying?
Yeah, like things like The Little Mermaid, Lion King. Like to me, I don't think
Lion King needed to be live action.
Yeah, that did not need to be live action. That's what I'm saying.
Wasn't it basically copy and pasted? It was the same story.
Like Dragons, it's coming back.
To me, like there's only been a few live action remakes that I think have stood out. Like the live action Jungle Book to me was like one of the few that
it's really good.
It's really good.
Oh yeah, Jungle
which is
Book
baffling that like Jon Favreau couldn't get Lion King right, but he got Jungle Book right.
I don't know, that's weird.
That's so weird. Like you would think, because like I remember when it was announced Jon Favreau was directing, I was like, okay, Jungle Book was very good.
Yeah,
I had a great time with that one. Maybe he can pull it off again with Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think the live action Aladdin was necessary, but at the same time, I did enjoy it.
Yeah,
and I think
good.
And I think they at least tried to do something different while at the same time being respectful to the original.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like Lion King was basically a copy and paste, to be honest. Like they didn't do anything different, to be honest. It's like it just looked very weird them in live action. Like
I didn't even bother seeing Mulan. Like I haven't even bothered seeing that one.
Mulan was shit. It was bad. It was bad.
Because like it basically cut out the things that I loved about the first one.
It's much worse than Lion King.
Yeah, I remember that was another film Grace Randolph simped.
What? Oh, Lion
Mulan.
King?
Oh, why? Mulan was
not the cartoon, the live action. The cartoon's phenomenal. That's my third favorite Disney Renaissance movie.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite Disney movies ever, Mulan.
I just feel like it's getting a problem now, where it's like they're just gonna make a live action of anything within within the whole library that they like popular like animations that they've
The
done.
problem is before the pandemic, they were making a lot of money. Beauty and the Beast made over $1 billion. Jungle Book, which was one of the few great ones, did make almost $1 billion. I think it made over 900 million worldwide. Aladdin made $1 billion. The Lion King made a ton of money, like over $1 billion.
Disney was making money and left
it
and
almost
right.
it was like closer to $2 billion, I think. Like that's like those movies were making like a lot of money. Alice in Wonderland in 2010 made $1 billion worldwide. That's the most puzzling one of them all.
Do you think we need live action Disney movies, or could it just stay with animation?
They should stick with. I think they should stick with animation. I have no problem with them doing the ones that aren't that popular, that aren't like classics.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. There's also some that even if they're not household names, they're unnecessary. Like, do you really want to do a live action remake of Robin Hood?
This is like one of the first. It's 95, 96.
Of the 1970s.
Robin Hood?
Yeah, Robin Hood, where Robin Hood's a fox and like they're all animals. Like, do you really want to see that in live action? Like,
that won't work very well. It's gonna be same situation where it's similar to Lion King, where like the live action likeness. It's not exactly like the cartoon, but it's just like just regular fox.
Guys, you have to remember, like there was a Jungle Book movie in the mid '90s, live action.
Yeah, there was.
Yes, there was.
I will say Cruella was one of the few that was actually very good. But again, Cruella was like a prequel.
It was.
And it was actually a very good prequel. Like that was like one of the few surprises of the last couple of years.
I don't know. So,
yeah.
Moving on. A couple more subjects. We have a new Hellboy.
Oh yeah,
Jack Kesey or Cassie. I don't know. I never heard of this guy, and like that's nothing personal. John Kesey is gonna be the new Hellboy in the third reboot.
The third reboot. How do you spell his last name?
It's Kesey.
I want to see what he's done.
Yeah, I remember some of the live actions from the 90s. I remember. You gotta remember that Disney doesn't these animated shows. Disney doesn't own the IP to these movies. They're all the public domain. Cinderella's public domain. Snow White's public domain. Jungle Boy's public domain. All that stuff is public domain. But what are your thoughts of Hellboy, guys? I like the first two movies, okay? The Von Perlman versions. I really love those movies. Yeah. I really loved them. Like,
I think they just need to stop the live action reboots and just make it into like animation. Like do that.
Oh, second reboot. Yeah, technically it's a second reboot.
I never even saw the 2019 film, nor am I gonna. I got better things to do than to watch bad reboots.
It's just gonna be another one.
Red Sonja. Like, nobody cares about Red Sonja.
I mean, this one could be better. Like, here's the thing: like reboots can be very good. Like, the Dark Knight trilogy is like the best example of a reboot done well.
Yeah, it feels like. I mean, that the one from 2019. I didn't see it, but I read how bad it was and how it was so bad. I mean, they had a good cast. They had, David Harbour. Right, like it's Hellboy, but I feel like with this is gonna be cheaper. We're not gonna spend as much money, but you know what? Why did they just do a third one from the original two movies? They just get one promo back. Is it Doug Jones who is the fish guy, the blue guy? I think it was Doug Jones, right? He played the blue guy from the original two movies. Selma Blair.
Oh, now I know who that guy's from. He did Ghost Rider 2 and
we don't talk about Ghost Rider 2.
We don't talk about Ghost.
And he did Jonah Hex. Those two bad movies.
So it's gonna be, Oh,
I don't know. This could be the bad movie. Why is it every time they do?
It's not gonna be animated, Vortex. It's gonna be live action.
Why is it every time they do a Hellboy reboot, that it's gonna be always it's gonna be bad? I don't understand.
It's like maybe it's just one of those things that needs to be left alone.
Maybe the Hellboy IP is cursed by bad.
No, just
bad directors now.
Just make a third one from the original 2. Just get Ron Perlman back. Oh, I love those 2 movies. It was funny. Ron Perlman played a great Hellboy. A great Hellboy.
But yeah. I don't know. Like, I hope it's good, but I feel like it's very unlikely it could be good.
Yeah, to me, it's like a 50.
Hey, Arkham, I have a question. Are you really spending $1,000 on that?
No, I was thinking, but my friend convinced me not to.
Oh my goodness! You know, like I always said, like if I ever win the lottery or win like PCH, one of the first things I'm gonna do is buy like a statue.
I don't know what I would do if I won the lottery. I really don't know.
Well, actually, I would buy like a house that's pretty big and be like, be like, yo, I'm one of those big celebrity, I'm one of those big millionaire YouTubers, even though like I'm not monetized.
If I won the lottery, I would get a big house, to put all my stuff in.
If I won the lottery, I'm moving to Toronto. I'm going somewhere warm, baby.
I'm like, I would like literally have like a house with multiple rooms. I'd have like a nerd room.
I'm out of here. I'm out of the city.
Yeah,
I have like a movie room.
Just buy Wayne Manor. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, no, but that's Wayne Manor's in a cold city too, though. I don't want to go to cold city.
Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta shut my window. It's not only do I hear like the train by me. It's just
if I had won a lottery, I would definitely have a room in my home, wherever, if it's a manor or wherever, a room was like
I would want like one of those gaming rooms where you know when people have like. I seen when someone won the lottery to have this big like movie theater in their house, and so like you have multiple rooms and stuff like that. That would be cool.
I don't care about a movie. I just care about a gaming room. I have like a bunch of video game systems. I'll have like some arcade games. I'm making my hobby / game room. You know.
Yeah, like I would want like my game room and hobby room. So I'll put my statues and comic books on side, and I'll have my other stuff like gaming shit and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, like I definitely have like put like different things in like different rooms. I do like a figure room. I do like a movie room, like a gaming room.
I saw some of your media room, Degrassi. Yeah.
What? Yeah,
yes. How did you know?
I mean, I don't want to say.
I'll help you. Do you remember the Ben Stiller movie with Jonah Hill, Vince Vaughn, Neighborhood Watch?
Oh, well, I never. It's I don't know if I've seen it or it's been a while since I've seen it.
That's the one when they said they're watching Neighborhood because they think aliens came to their neighborhood. Okay, so they think this new neighbor that went into this new guy went into their neighborhood. A new guy moves into a new neighborhood, played by Billy Cudrup. You know, obviously from Dr. Manhattan, obviously Flash's father. Well, not anymore, right? Because it's a new actor. But you know what I'm talking about. So they think he's an alien. So they sneak into his house and they go to his basement. But they find out he has orgy parties.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Like,
thank you. That's what we're gonna do, Black Bill. You're all invited to the orgy parties. You're gonna have in my manor.
Oh my goodness!
I'll make a Playboy Mansion. I'll do a Playboy Mansion.
I'd actually make a room like that would actually be like a YouTube studio for like streams and like videos instead of just like doing it on my bed in my room. Like I would definitely do. Hey Blue Jay, like I definitely do like my own studio.
Yeah, I would want.
I'd buy a freaking studio. No, I'm kidding. You need probably billions.
Like here's the thing, I definitely do more for my studio than Sil Abdul does for his.
Silver Duel I mean, I don't have the best studio either, but Silver Duel Studio is like pretty basic. I mean, I have a basics. I mean, I'm streaming from my living room, so that's not really a studio.
But if I had to say like what I would specifically want career-wise, I would want a better equipment and stuff like that.
Vortex,
I'll get you a nun. Okay, Vortex.
Vortex. Vortex. I'm a Catholic, but honestly, like, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned. Like, I mean, I haven't been to confession like over a decade.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
How many times can you?
I thought you were serious.
How many times can somebody confess until God be like, you know what? God's like, no more confessions. No more confessions. The God's like, fuck it. I'm not gonna absolve you of your sins.
I mean, like, I would think God is forgiving of your sins.
No, but you don't. But like, come on, if you keep sinning it over and over again, God should not forgive you. Hey, Bluesy, we're about to end soon, actually, because I'm said we're going to end in 2 hours.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I just want to just pop in a little real quick. You know, you end whenever.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
How y'all been?
Good.
Vortex, no comment.
What the hell did he say?
We're talking about sex. I don't know.
No. We'll change the subject though. Like, we were talking about. Here's the thing: how do we go from talking about what we would do if we won the lottery to
I talked about orgies from Neighborhood Watch, and it came to this.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but in all honesty, what would you do if you like won the lottery? Like, what would you like buy a big mansion? Would you buy like cool statues?
I'll buy a place next to Degrassi.
I mean, if I win the lottery, I mean, I wouldn't like I won't see myself buying a mansion, but buy a nice house, you know, just to manage my money a little bit, you know, get a nice car, but maybe not like a Lamborghini.
I wouldn't even get a car, man. I'll get just a hired driver. That's it. Be like, yeah.
I'll get a nice car, probably like a maybe like I don't know, something newer. Something newer.
I'll probably buy season tickets to a sports team. That's what I would do. That's it.
Yeah, like if you win your lottery, like I don't have to drive anymore, so just let someone freaking drive me.
Yeah.
Like
I'll let Brian Brill be my driver.
I would like design one of my rooms to be like a theater, like with like lounge chairs.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like in a home theater, like you have like a big 5-screen TV and a bunch of chairs, like movie theaters and stuff like that.
I'll have Vortex. Vortex will be my butler. You'll be my Alfred.
Yeah. Alfred.
Blue Jay, did you what are your thoughts? I don't know if you saw some of the topics that we covered. Like, do you have any thoughts on like whatever?
Yeah, we're gonna end like in 10 minutes because I have to go soon. Yeah.
Mando season 3 was pretty good. I felt like they could have just released the first 2 episodes because I feel like this one is kind of dragged a little bit.
That's what Degrassi said. Degrassi said the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's like they should have pulled like the first 2 episodes and stuff, but it's like 30 minutes long, which is a little too short. If like given how we watch so many shows are like an hour long, it felt a little weird. I mean,
okay.
Which I mean, I'm still on board with this show. I mean, I'm gonna watch this. Like, I'm still gonna watch this.
Any thoughts about Ben Affleck possibly directing Brave and the Bold?
Don't do that.
Else?
You're gonna have family. You're gonna have people who are gonna claim your family asking you for money. Don't do it. Don't give your money to anybody going charity.
Ben Affleck doing another. I mean, it'll be kind of ironic.
Yes, that's what we're thinking. Yes.
That'll be way too ironic, but that'd be too on the nose. But I mean, him as a director, I mean, I want to see more of him on the director's chair. We haven't seen a movie of him. We're getting that Nike movie with Matt Damon and stuff. So we're getting that still. That looks pretty good.
Who's gonna be in that movie?
Yeah,
Michael Jordan? Who's gonna play Michael? Michael B. Jordan's gonna play Michael Jordan?
Oh my gosh! Come on now.
Oh man.
Can you imagine? Michael B. Jordan stars as Michael Jordan in Nike.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. I just pitched it right there.
But I think Ben Affleck directing a Batman movie, that'd be on the nose and pretty ironic. But I mean, if he wants to do it, if that would be the case, I'll take it. He's a good director.
Yeah, it's true.
He's
and,
a
oh yeah, the other big topic we talked about, Snyder fans trying to sue Warner Brothers for Black Adam.
Yeah.
We still doing this? We still doing
No, well,
this?
I think they're trying to think because you know how they
Wait.
have the lawsuits about trailers like
Wait,
misleading.
Ben Affleck is going to do a League of His Own.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to say
I'm
like
kidding,
Warner
you guys.
Brothers is pulled the same thing but with a mid-credit scene. I mean DC. Why am I saying Marvel?
Marvel. Warner Brothers about Marvel? Since when?
So,
No.
like, for me, if they're gonna do Brave and the Bold, I don't want, like, I don't have a problem with Deathstroke, but it's too obvious to do Deathstroke. It's like, I would prefer them do Ra's al Ghul as a villain, to be honest.
Yeah, we haven't had him on the screen since Batman Begins.
Well,
Playing
comic
by
book
Liam
accurate
Neeson.
one.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Would you guys ever, because there's this debate, would you ever consider Deathstroke as a Batman villain or just as a DC villain in general? Because he fights
DC villain. Because he's been around in other, like, he's been in a lot of Green Arrow stuff. Not just a show, but the comics and all that. He's been in a lot of Green Arrow stuff, Deathstroke.
And he's fought in Superman too.
And Wonder Woman. He's been like, he's not a Batman villain. People have to be like, he's more of an all around DC villain.
Yeah. Like, I think when people think of villains, I think they think of the Rogues Gallery.
Mm-hmm. He's actually more of a Nightwing villain when they think of it.
Yeah,
to Batman.
technically, because in Dark Crisis, Nightwing was going against him.
Yeah.
Oh, so Arkham, how is that $900 statue going?
It's actually
I ain't buying it. Yeah, too much money.
That's how we got into the Laurie discussion.
How about this?
When I saw that on the freaking on the group chat, I was like, "Wait, what? Did you? What?"
We'll start go find
literally, like, I was checking after work. I was like, "Wow."
I mean, it's a good looking statue though. But I was like, is it worth like $900 beyond my shelf?
This is for you, Arkham. This is just for you.
Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm gonna continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
That's not what I want.
Yeah, I would definitely get a statue though if I can afford
Well,
it.
to be fair, a lot of Batman's villains, Superman's villains, etc., have been in other comics in DC. Same with a lot of the Marvel villains. They're not just strictly Spider-Man villains. They have been involved with other characters. I mean, a lot of Spider-Man villains have been in Daredevil comic, etc.
Yeah, like, I agree. They fight Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, fight different characters outside of the Rogues Gallery. But if you're specifically talk about if they are part of the Rogues Gallery, I would never consider Deathstroke or, like, say, I know Deadshot went against Green Arrow once.
And Deadshot was originally a Batman villain at the beginning.
Yeah. So it's like when characters fight other characters, I don't think that means they're the villain. They're just going against that character.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's like it's a good point, Arkham.
Because like so someone on Twitter brought the point up that Reverse Flash went against Batman. I wouldn't consider Reverse Flash a Batman villain because he fought against Reverse Flash.
Yeah. It's just he is a Titans villain, first of all. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. It's been almost 2 hours. Well, thank you all for coming on. Really, really, for my first episode, let's talk pop. It's episode 1. Note for everybody, this is just for episode 1. It's just gonna be on this Thursday. Episode going forward, starting episode 2, is gonna be on Saturday. The reason I'm not doing this on this Saturday is because I'll be out Saturday, so I won't be, obviously, like I said. Next Saturday will be episode 2 of Let's Talk Pop. My new weekly show. Not daily show. I can't do this daily. But yeah, thank you all for coming on. So plug your stuff. George, go ahead.
All right. So you can find me at the George, and I'm looking to try to see Creed 3 this weekend. And if I do, I'll do a review for that. And
I'm seeing it Sunday.
And I'm gonna try to do like my first basketball theme stream sometime next week. Do something different with my channel, talk some basketball. So if you're interested in that, go check out that stream. I'll be doing that one solo, but all the next ones after that, I will be having panels. So if anyone's interested in talking basketball, anyone that's involved that likes NBA, let me know, and I'll have you on in the future. But yeah, you can find me at the George.
Good day.
All right. I just popped in, but I want to say you can subscribe to my channel. Is the Aqua Cinema. I just renamed it. It was originally called the Aqua Film Nerd, which I was like, that was a stupid ass freaking name. I just shorten that down. So let me post the link down there. Called Aqua Cinema. I do.
If you want.
Yep. I recently.
Yeah, I'll put it in for you.
Yep. This was a recently made YouTube channel to, just review movies, like newer release movies. Me and my buddy, just come out of the theater, do our overly drawn out of the theater reactions, like 25 plus minutes. So yeah, we only two videos out, but we will do it again. Maybe not every film, but some films that we like to go see a movie together. Maybe Shazam, maybe Mario, Guardians, definitely. We'll see Marvel movies, but that's the channel. I got nothing else to say.
Thank you. All right, Arkham.
Yeah, you can find me at Arkham Unlimited. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna do a review of my comic book. But that's all I have planned mostly.
All right. Thank you all for coming on. Thank you everybody who's in the chat. That's still in the chat or earlier. Thank you all for coming on. See you for the next episode will be next Saturday, but you might see me on doing videos and live streams during the week, just not this weekly show. But yeah, thank you all for coming in. Enjoy Creed 3, enjoy Shazam 2, enjoy Dungeons and Dragons, enjoy Scream.
John Wick.
Oh yeah, very stacked month. Enjoy Resident Evil 4 remake. And yeah, thank you all for coming in and take care, everybody. Have a good night. It's already March. I can't believe it's already March, but take care, everybody.
Take care.
Take care.